Do the more.
What, bitch?
Do the more.
Yeah, whoa.
Do the more.
Yeah, woo.
Do the more.
Yeah, whoa. Damn.
Niggas tryna flex like Mar.
Like Mar.
Fuck bitches, no X like Mar.
Yeah.
Pull up and down. Lilmar, no, for real. That way. Sure, it's been a while. Welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm gonna be talking about my experience in jail. I'm sure almost all of you guys know I was arrested back in October. I was in county jail for 50 days. And in this video, I'm not gonna talk about the case at all. It's still pending. All I can say is that I am innocent, and I do look forward to clearing my name in the near future. But unfortunately, with the justice system, these cases take a very long time. It could take up to like a year or so, and nothing has, like, I'll try to keep you guys updated as much as I can, but nothing's going on currently. But I do miss you guys. I miss making music. I'm on house arrest currently, so I'm working on building a home studio so that I can continue to record and release music. And that's also the reason I'm recording in my house right now and not in my Durango. But anyways, yeah, let's get started on the video. So like I mentioned, I was in Chester County Jail for 50 days. The reason it took so long is because that county only has bond court 1 week a month or something like that. So we got arrested like October 20th, and it was the first week of November, which we missed because we had just got arrested. So the soonest they could get us in there was December 6th, so that's when we were able to bond out. The jail that we were in, because as you guys know, Huff was arrested too. Everything, it was just an allegation. I'm not gonna get into details, but the truth will come out eventually. But the jail that we were in, it wasn't like those big jails that you guys see on TV. They were basically had us in like pods or like blocks, whatever you call it. Like it was just a hallway with a bunch of rooms, and in each room they had like 5 cells in them, and none of the cells were like locked or anything. Like you weren't like locked down. We were free to like roam around the block 24 hours a day. And since there was only 5 cells, well, me and Huff, we had, like, one of the cells was a bunk bed, so we shared that cell. So there was 3 other cells. So we never met more than 3 other inmates, and 2 of them ended up leaving within the first 2 weeks. I think one went to prison for 6 months, and the other guy got moved to another block before he got probation. So we were just in there with one other person for 4 weeks. But jail, it wasn't, I'm not gonna sit here and say it was like good or bad. It's definitely not a place that I would like to go back to. I did miss my family while I was in there, you know. I mean, I didn't like make my time harder than it needed to be, because at first, like when we got there, it was like a little bit traumatizing. Like we were just, you know, stressing. But the other guy in there, he kept telling us like, no, there's no point in making your time harder. You just gotta, I mean, it's just time. You just got to get through it. The only good thing was that there was a TV in there. They did have a TV, and there was like, it was on almost like 24 hours a day. So we all like basically shared like well, I would get up at like 9 o'clock in the morning, because that's just what I'm used to doing. I would get up at like 9 o'clock in the morning and watch the TV till like the afternoon, because they would sleep in till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I'm not used to doing that. Like even on the outside, I'm a day person. I'm not a night person. So. But other than, so, and then there was like cable channels, like I would watch like live PD, shit like that, like, you know, all types of stuff. So other than watching TV, in the evening we would usually play cards. All 3 of us, we would play cards. So sometimes we would stay up to like 2 o'clock. Sometimes we stay up all night to like 5 o'clock in the evening, or we'd stay up to like breakfast just playing cards. Like we would pull all-nighters just playing cards. So it really just, there was a lot of stuff to do to just make time go faster. Like, I know prison is nothing like jail. It's not that easy. I do not want to go to prison. But other than that, the food, I know y'all was asking about the food too. The food was actually better than I expected. It was a variety, like, cause it basically like Monday. Well, the only thing I hated was the time schedule, like, cause breakfast was at 5 a.m., lunch was at 11 in the afternoon, and then dinner was at 5 o'clock in the evening. But that was so like early to be eaten. Like I prefer if they pushed it by like 2 or 3 hours. Like if breakfast came at 7 o'clock in the morning, lunch came at like 1 o'clock, and dinner came at like 7 o'clock in the evening, I would have been good. Because there was a lot of times I did get like hungry, because I'm used to eating like more snacks and stuff. I did get some commissary, but it was hard to like stretch it out like throughout the, it's just. And then there was a lot of like trying to save food because they let you like buy bowls and stuff, but it's just not the same as being able to eat whenever you want. But the food schedule, it was, I mean, like the menu was pretty decent. Like Mondays there was chicken sandwiches for lunch. No chicken sandwich jokes in the comments, by the way. Burgers for dinner, and then Wednesday it was like fish for lunch and steak and mashed potatoes for dinner, and then Friday was chili dogs for lunch, and then chicken strips for dinner. And of course every meal came with like fruit and vegetables and all that. And Saturdays and Sundays it was like random, so that it could be like chili mac or pizza, or it was a variety, and it wasn't like, not all the food was like, it wasn't nasty, definitely. Like most of the time I would end up eating their like leftovers because I was trying to stay full. But besides the food, there's not much else really to talk about. I really just let the day go by, sleep at night, and just repeat the same thing the next day. It's really not something that you want to go through, though. I never thought I would experience that, but I did manage to get through it. The worst part was that just living with men all day, because Huff and other dude, they would be farting all day nonstop. That was the worst part. They would just be farting and farting. I couldn't stand that, bro. And the whole block was stank. And then like the toilets, of course, were in the cell, so like you had to put up a blanket whenever you need to take a shit, and like that wouldn't hold it. Lucky wants my attention. All right, Lucky, I'm gonna just put you in the video. And shout out to my mom for watching him while I was in jail and taking care of him. But anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, you had to put up a blanket to take a shit, but you could still smell it, of course. So that was like awful, like having to. It's not like you could leave the block. The only time we went outside, like we had to ask to go outside. It was usually like once a week, or like probably like 2 or 3 times a week you could, but we didn't really ask to go out that much because there wasn't much to do outside. You basically just go out that door, and it was the same view as, like, we had a window that we could open and close, and it had a screen up. One of the screens was broken, so we could actually reach out the window. But there wasn't no view or nothing like that. It was just, the only thing you could see up was a fence, and all that was around you was brick. There was no view or like no gym. There was no gym. There was no like yard. You couldn't really walk around. There wasn't much space, so there was really no point in going outside. So we were just basically stuck in the block 24 hours, 7 days a week, and that's it. But yeah, other than that, nothing crazy ever really went down or anything like that. We got along with all the other people. There was only 3 other people in there, and like I said, 2 of them left. But everybody was pretty cool. Everybody was, nobody was really starting problems. I just minded my own business, Nothing really happens in county. So that's about it. Oh yeah, I also want to talk about the reason I cut my hair is because I cut it within like I think I cut it the next week, like after I got arrested, because they do give us clippers every Wednesday. So I did let one of the inmates cut my hair because I just figured I didn't have nobody to rebraid it. It was already getting all messy and like fuzzy. So I didn't know how long I was going to be in there, honestly. So I just, said fuck it, and I just was like, all right, I'll cut it. And also, I did want to look presentable for bond court, because I knew like if my braids were gonna be all messy, I didn't want to look crazy when I went to court. So I just started all over. I mean, I'm a little bit. I do miss my hair, honestly, but at the end of the day, it's just hair. It'll grow back. And plus, I sold some of them. If you guys didn't see my story, I did sell, like, I think 4 or 5 people actually bought my braids. I could not believe that, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my hair. I don't know what you guys are gonna do with them. Probably some voodoo or some, I don't know. But anyways, I think that's about it for this video. I'm probably not gonna be uploading as much. I'm very busy. I'm working on a lot of personal stuff right now, including like counseling and I'm working on getting my GED. I'm working on getting my CDL so I can become a truck driver, and the other jobs. I have a lot of personal stuff that I'm working on, and that's why I am taking a little short break from music right now until I'm able to uh get my record, like save up some money, get my recording studio and my house set up and other stuff. But I do miss doing YouTube as well. I hope I can make a return eventually of uploading like consistently like I was doing before, because like I said, I did like enjoy y'all getting to know the real me and all that. I think that's about it. I like I said, I'll try to keep you guys updated. If you have any questions, if there's anything that I like forgot to cover, or if you have any other questions, go ahead and comment down below. And if it's something, genuine and not something like trolling, I'll try my best to answer it. Yeah. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at the real Lilmar. Follow me on Twitter at the real Lilmar. Also follow me on Snapchat, Whoa Lilmar. Yeah, nah, for real.
My dick longer than a slingshot. Put my dick in and made a blood clot. Nut on her face, she thought it was not. Fucking on a bitch named Lydia. Get a little bitch chlamydia.